Let me tell you something, that good man, before he reaches his success, a woman's bagged him. A good woman's already bagged.
Unless your husband's making 6 to 7 figures, I don't think you should even consider being a stay-at-home wife. And here's why.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys from seems to be a divorce lawyer who did a video that went viral about why you should not even consider being a stay-at-home wife and mother. And at first, I thought she was gonna come from a place of logic, but I actually left a comment, and I'm gonna share with y'all her reaction to my comment, because in my opinion it kind of came off a little disingenuous. And I just think this whole conversation in general is disingenuous, because most women are not gonna get this man anyway, so I don't even understand why it's such a big topic of discussion. But anyway, let's go ahead and share this with y'all and see what she has to say. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Unless your husband's making 6 to 7 figures, I don't think you should even consider being a stay-at-home wife. And here's why. I recently made a post about being a stay-at-home wife is one of the most treacherous and dangerous positions a woman can put herself into. And I got some comments like, well, isn't the estate 50-50 in Texas? Isn't it all marital property? Let me show you. I think we can all agree on this, that husband is working his job, doing the career ladder, going up, 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 because he has a wife at home that's able to care for the children. He doesn't have to take sick days. He doesn't have to call in from work. He can really focus on his career. Wife kind of stagnates. She's doing the at-home stuff. And there's a lot of value to that. And it's surprising to me how many men don't understand the domestic value of labor. The fact that you don't have to stay home when a child's sick. The wife's running all the errands. A lot of times the wife is contributing to that husband's business. And so you're like, well, aren't wives safe because, especially in Texas, everything's community property? Well, this is why I say, unless your husband is a fucking stud and making good money, I wouldn't even consider it. So let me show you the numbers and the breakdown. Let's say your husband is just an average Joe. He has every tool in his arsenal to be making more, doing more, and all of that. But let's just say he just ain't that dude. He, is making $70,000 and retires making $80,000 or $85,000. I'm sorry, if you have a stay-at-home wife, your job is to excel in business and be making more, and that would be complete letdown to me if I was a stay-at-home wife and my dude just ended up being average. And that is what I face a lot in divorce court. Our average Joe goes and gets him an average affair, and we've got kids that are 15, 16 years old. So let me show you how this really affects the stay-at-home wife. Let's say he has $80,000 saved in his 401k, and let's say there's $100,000 in the house. Usually my average Joes, they don't have any other equity or houses and stuff like that because they are average Joes. So the wife will end up with, let's say, half of this. So she'll get, 40 here and 50 here. That's $90,000. And that may sound like a lot of money, but then she has to get a new house. And now she's entering the workforce with probably 15, 16-year-olds at home. And she's making $15 an hour. That $90K doesn't last very long. However, husband, he is still here at his career ladder. Even being an average Joe, he is still starting with skills, a resume, all of those things that he's not starting at the bottom. So he may get half of the divorce assets, but he gets to remain at the top of the ladder. So Texas, being an anti-spousal support state, can be really dangerous for women who are married to average Joes. Now, this equation changes drastically when your husband actually used your domestic labor to do more in life. Let's say he's making 6 figures, 7 figures. Let's say he's got $1 million in child support when he decides to go and have an affair. Let's say you've got multiple properties when he decided to go get an affair. You are going to walk away safe. But if you married an average Joe, sorry about you, shouldn't have done it. You should strongly consider your value of being a stay-at-home wife and what value your husband brings, because never say never. It can happen to you.
Now, I wanted to screenshot this, but for some reason, when I click on to my comment on TikTok, for some reason, the comment isn't automatically popping up. And she had like 700 comments on this video, you guys. I wasn't about to go through all them damn comments just to find mine, and that would have took me all night to find. But I got it up here on my phone, and my comment was conveniently leaving out the part that most women won't get this man y'all talk about this as if there's a 6 and 7 figure man for every woman, lol. And you want to know what her response is, and this is what I mean by the disingenuous, and this is what Kevin Samuel said when he said these women feel the need to be right all the fucking time. Her response, as a divorce lawyer who most of my friends make over 6 figures and don't hold degrees. Who your circle is up to you. Ma'am, most of the people in my circle are making 6 figures or close to it or more. And I don't have the same fucking stance as you. So what does that say about you, ma'am? What the fuck are we talking about? Who's your circle is up to you. That still don't change the fact that most of y'all are not gonna get this man. Like, do you not understand how fucking disingenuous that sounds? I tell you, bro, and this woman is a fucking lawyer, bro. You obviously you ain't that fucking bright, and you ain't really catch what I said, or you just completely ignored it. I'm like, but this right here just lets you know how entitled they are to this type of lifestyle, man. You as yourself, you're literally making a video about, hey, most men are not going to be able to give you this lifestyle, but my comment was, yeah, most of y'all are not going to be able to get a man that makes that much, and that's your fucking response? Damn, tell me you biased without telling me you biased.
Let me tell you something, that good man, before he reaches his success, a woman's bagged him. A good woman's already bagged him. Okay, this is gonna be, I think, pretty controversial. I don't care. I just can't hold it in anymore. I really think young women have lost the plot. I spoke to a young man and I asked him why I'd never seen him with a girlfriend, why he never dates. And he said to me, this is a catch. This person's a catch, okay? Good looking, good values, that funny, nice person. I said, why haven't I ever seen you with someone? And he said to me, because girls just want materialistic things. They want you to take them on nice dinners. They want you to get them that expensive bag for Christmas, the birthday, whatever. And he's like, I'm just not at that stage in my life right now where I can provide that. And I'm just thinking like, what? Okay, look, when I think of my daughters, when they grow up, who do I want them to marry? Obviously, I want them to marry someone who can provide them a nice, comfortable lifestyle. Obviously, if they can meet him and he already has his house and he's like, come right this way, here's your new car, here's your nice house, you don't have to do anything, don't worry, princess treatment, here's your bag, here's a nice dinner. Okay, yes, fairy tale, but I mean, it's like, guys, one, you're losing the plot. Like, part of love is building a life together. That's part of falling in love, honestly. Part of growing with your partner. It's not meeting them at their peak. It's gonna be downhill from there, ladies. I'm joking, but seriously, it's not about meeting them at their complete wholeness, best self. I mean, again, to me, it's like Delulu land for many reasons. I won't get into what men are like if they've reached that point without you. But if you think he's gonna stay with you when he's already at that point, if he's with you for the right reasons, more often than not, he's not. But I digress. Look, obviously we all wanna live a comfortable, very abundant, financially well-off life. That's not the issue. I'm not saying don't go after that. But what I'm saying is that can't be the first top of the list item you have, which is all I kind of see here on TikTok. And no wonder this guy is like Yeah, no, I'm not ready for that. Neither am I. Neither is my husband. Who are you trying to get with, Elon Musk? Do you know what Elon Musk is like? Guys, look at all the top successful people. Name one that isn't a weirdo. You guys, this is not about marrying into success. This is about building success together. So I just think the priorities have shifted. Women have confused female empowerment with princess treatment, give me everything, and I just am here. No, you have to provide something as well. But the point I'm trying to make is you need to go looking for love with the right list. Your checklist should be values. It should be things you have in common. It should be whether this person makes you feel good, whether they make you a better person, and whether you offer that to that person. That's when you're going to find true happiness. I can't tell you the number of people I have met who married for the wrong reasons. They're miserable. They're miserable, and they look at other people who have actually married for the right reasons, and they're jealous of them. They're envious of them, because that's the only thing that matters in life. If you can find joy and happiness with your loved one and build a life together, that is pure happiness. And then you hear these same young women seeking princess treatment and all the works, financial works, then they're the same girls who are like, men are shit, I can't find anything. Well, yeah. Yes, because when that's what you're chasing, you're not gonna find. That pool is full of sickos. You're not gonna find anything worthwhile in that pool. I'm not saying that good men aren't successful, but let me tell you something. That good man, before he reaches his success, a woman's bagged him. A good woman's already bagged him. So you're not gonna find him at the top. Sorry. You're gonna find the ones that women didn't want at the top with everything. That's really what I think is the issue here. We've lost the plot, ladies. Marry for love, look for love. Don't marry a lazy loser. Obviously, he's not going to do much for you, but it's not even about that. It's just about meeting someone who has a, what's the word? What's the saying I'm looking for? Who has a gusto? No, who has a drive for life, for you, for your kids, for your family, for life. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. I was watching this video and I just can't take it anymore. All these good guys who aren't dating because these girls are just looking for something ready to go. But the reason those guys are single is because they're not worthy. Sorry. Start putting the right things at the top of your checklist. And I promise you, you will live a very full, happy life, and you will build a life together. And there will be sacrifices that you probably have to make as well with them. And it won't be comfy right away, but it's okay. It's okay. Because you're gonna be with the person you love, building the life you want. And that is so rewarding. I promise. I promise.
The reason why those men are still single is because there is so much content. Soft girl, soft life content. Women coming over here screaming provider, 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 provider. That those men, even if they happen to be single and they are a finished product, those men don't want those women because those men know that those women are only there for what those men can provide. Those women are not up in those men's faces. They're not waiting at the finish line because they like those men. They like those men for what they can provide for them, what they can extract from those men. And because of content like this, such as myself, men are waking up to this realization and they're working on themselves, but they're not going to settle for a liability. And the reality is, a lot of these women that are waiting at the finish line, whether they got their degrees or not, whether they're making six figures or not, they are still looking to be a liability and not an asset. And if that wasn't true, then we wouldn't sit over here. There wouldn't be so many successful women looking for a man to come in and pay the bills. And because I let that, because that was like one of the last clips I left on one of my recent videos, because that always drove me mad, as well as other men apparently. What sense does it make for you as a woman to go through all this trouble to make all this money only to turn around and say, "Oh, I need somebody to come in, make just as much as me, or if not more, to maintain the lifestyle that I provided for myself," instead of actually being smart and bringing y'all money together? That way, both of y'all can build wealth and not just one person claiming it. So if shit does hit the fan, at least both of y'all walk away with something because y'all built something together, as opposed to ending up being in the same predicament like the divorce lawyer was talking earlier, where now this woman got to enter the workforce because she didn't get a career, or she hasn't been in the workforce, and now she got to start from ground zero. But see, women, I'm like, that's the one thing I will agree with the divorce lawyer on what she said. But that's why I don't understand why women trip out over the 50-50. I'm like, do they not know that about 3 out of every 4 marriages, the women are working? It's like, I don't understand where y'all, it's like, bro, is the soft life content, is the hypergamous content that influential? And if it is, I don't want to hear a bitch complaining about red pill content anymore, because this is ridiculous.
Ladies, y'all not gonna like this one, but if a man has to pay to date you, you're a prostitute. Sorry. Real women look to be partners. They look to add on, not take away from and keep for themselves. You're a bad person and you don't deserve a real man.
Dating in this generation sucks because it's not dating. It's prostitution. That's what they're doing. They're not dating. Babe, you're looking on the internet like, I want to date like that. They're not dating. She's a prostitute.
I don't know no man out here on God's green earth that's like, I'm going to marry her because she got a fat ass and she looks good. Peel your lace front back and think with your medulla. If you was honestly in a 50-50 relationship or marriage, do you know how much that would impact y'all life? Not only are y'all helping one another, but you're building foundation and wealth that you both can say that you own, not just him. But instead, you rather look him dead in his eyes and flap them fat ass wings y'all be having on your eyelids and say, I cannot do 50-50 with you. Not only that, I am not a wife, so I do not feel the obligation to clean or cook. So not only are you broke, but you're dirty. Shit, and possibly hungry. But you can be a single baby mother. You could be unemployed. You don't want a foundation. You don't want a partnership. You want a sugar daddy. Let's just get it out the way. Y'all don't want husbands, partnerships. You want sugar daddies. And that's why I said you might as well be a prostitute. Y'all are sick in the head.
Wow, I think that's the first time I've heard a woman use the same verbiage as myself when it comes to this topic. But it's facts, though. These women do not want partners. They do not want husbands. What they truly want are sugar daddies. That's what they really want. Because these women don't like these men. Otherwise, they would pick them first. They would actually care about what these type of men want. They would actually try to add value and not just take. All they want to do is, that's why, like the woman that went viral for showing off that ring and what she did to get it, and then that woman gonna sit over here and it's only a flex if he paying for everything. I tell you, bro, the hypergamy content is gonna keep women single far more than the RP content ever will. I'm letting y'all. I'm putting that out there right now. Women can disagree with me all the fuck they want to, but at the end of the day, there is not enough men making that type of money for all y'all to get one. Be realistic. Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.